Hey, Riot podcasters. Welcome to another exciting edition of the show.
Yes. Do you know why this is an exciting edition?
Because it's Friday and I want out. I mean...
let's say that a little bit different.
I'm excited about a chance to recuperate from a week where I've poured myself into the show, and next week I'll have the opportunity to
bring more
of that energy back.
Okay.
So
not like out of the building, as in like we're all ready to leave. Not that.
Yeah, I mean,
that's crazy. Just crazy.
I was just thinking about
staying longer.
Right. Yeah, I'm definitely going to extend the day to prove something.
Thank you guys so much for listening to our podcast. Don't forget there's various ways you can check us out, either through riot.radiou.com. If you haven't subscribed to our Radio U YouTube channel, that's at Radio U Riot, and that gets posted there too if you ever want to listen to it that way.
Yep. And hey, I got to tell you that we got a lot of new stuff happening on the YouTube channel this weekend, thanks to video games.
Yeah, Obadiah Plays.
Obadiah Plays is back. There's the brand new Uncharted game. You can see that. And then I will tell you, if you're listening on Friday, August 25th, I hope to do a live stream later today of Mario Rabbids. And if that doesn't work out, you'll definitely have something this weekend that will happen live at some point, and you can see on our YouTube channel later. So,
have a wonderful weekend.
But even though you'd rather just be here the whole time.
No, because you want to be at work the entire time. Of course.
So you're settling.
They're going to have to send you home because you're here too late, and you're just not realizing you have to have some break time.
Have the good times, though. It is the Riot.
Baby's crying. Nails on a chalkboard. Your girlfriend saying, "We need to talk." The worst of the Riot. Yep, it really is that bad on Radio U.
We've all been unhappy with a show that we've watched.
Sometimes, like at the finale, like you don't like how it was wrapped up or ended, or a character or something happens. You don't like where they go with the direction of the show.
And hey, you know what? You have my sympathies, because that can be hard, all right? Because you watch a TV show, and I know on some level it's ridiculous, but we know the truth. You get invested. You get to know those people. They become like your friends and your family, and it's time to go outside and get some fresh air, you know.
But if something happens, there's not like you can do anything about it.
So you get mad, and then most of us get up and walk out and whatever. And then there are people that watch Homeland on Showtime. A group of fans have banded together, and they took out a full-page ad in the Hollywood Reporter
to express how mad they are.
Yes, and it is crazy. It just says, "To the creators of Homeland," and it is a long letter about why they are angry about Homeland.
The short version is a character was killed off, which they're very unhappy with. They are very upset about who's the main character? Claire
Danes character?
Yes, they're very mad about how some of her character has been changed to basically be not really anything. Like just...
Well, I haven't read their whole list. But
it's almost like a list of demands, but it's not.
So I'll tell you what, there's 4 things they say. They say that they relentlessly and brutally torture veterans depicted on the show. They insert references to abuse and refuse to confirm them. They have not publicly confirmed a character's death. And they have reduced Carrie Matheson, that's her character, to a shell of herself.
They said that they don't like how they're covering, is it post-traumatic stress?
Yes, that has been a big deal. They don't
like how the show is covering that with veterans and stuff.
So there it is. They took out, think about all the steps that had to take place here. A lot of people probably on Reddit or something, they're all angry. And then they say, let's do something. Then they crowdfund an ad placement. Someone writes it. And my guess is that somebody somewhere had to approve that text. I don't know. And then they literally take an ad out it's the Hollywood Reporter. If you don't know what it is, it's basically a trade magazine.
Yeah.
So like most of us aren't reading it, but they put that where the creators of Homeland are actually going to see it. Man, the kind of coordination and effort, they should just make their own show.
That's talented right there.
I don't know.
It is a coordinated effort.
I am impressed by it. Even though, again, I don't know. Homeland Season 6, that thing's been on for a while.
Sure, the Riot could start eating healthy, or they could continue living happy, enjoyable lives. The Riot on Radio U.
Gizmodo, They're a website that they mostly just deal with technology, but this headline absolutely has my attention. One of the writers, Ray Johnston, she says that one of her friends was talking about how when she's on vacation or whatever and she's out of clean underwear, get ready. She will oftentimes take the coffee maker or tea kettle
that's and run it through it.
Yeah, so she'll soak her underwear in the coffee pot or the tea kettle.
Well, no, sometimes you'll just run hot water through it and let it kind of like wash that, or
no. She just
puts the water in there.
Yeah, and then she'll just soak them, and so like you soak
at like
them
a hotel room.
Yeah, and then you wring them out and then hang them up, and they dry.
Why can't one use the sink? Why do you have to use something that the next person will be using? Not for the same reasons that you're using it.
The more I think about it,
that's so inconsiderate.
Basically, any time that I go to a hotel, like a lot of times I'll get coffee in the lobby, but it's not out of the question for me to brew some coffee right there in my hotel room.
Now it is.
Where that woman has been soaking her dirty underwear.
Now you're not going to do it at all. Now we'll remember this from the rest of the moment.
Now, and I give Ray a lot of credit here because what she does is she then went on to ask a doctor, hey, you know what? I mean, with all that hot water, nothing's really going to live through that, right? And the doctor was like, yeah, no, it will.
And you're doing that.
You're drinking potty water, a mix between potty water and dirty laundry water. So with some coffee flavoring.
I mean, when you're at home doing your laundry, it's not like you go in and grab some of the washer water.
Hey, Mom, can you pause the washer? I want to get a drink.
Yeah, I want something of that.
That's really good. I want to wash my face with it.
Why
brush
would you
my
do
teeth.
that? Like, why wouldn't you think, well, maybe that's rude for other people and unhygienic?
I can absolutely see it. I can see somebody being like, and because I have been present in so many conversations where the answer is always, oh, the hot water will kill that bacteria. That is the answer to everything. Like
it's a blanket statement.
The hot water is going to fix it. Don't worry about it.
And now you know that a doctor says it's not.
It doesn't.
And it's sometimes better to, be on the side of caution.
But you see, and that's the other thing is that people act like they care about other people. Nobody does. If you're not the one that's drinking the poop coffee, you're just like, it's fine. Whatever. Nobody uses these coffee pots anyway.
Please just remember, anytime you go to a hotel, like don't ever use anything.
Don't go to the hotel. Ever.
Just don't go on vacation. Okay, so back it up. Don't go on vacation. You won't run out of underwear.
Yeah, there you go.
Imagine a world where the Riot never talks and it's glorious Radio U music for hours on end. Now, imagine the opposite of that. You're already there. It's the worst of the Riot on Radio U.
Yesterday in the show, I said that there is some kind of a terrible war on sugar. And everybody was like, okay, here he goes. He's got another little thing he's trying to wind up.
He's got a vendetta against it.
Vendetta. Well, that's where you're wrong, because look at this. Here's another article, this time coming from the British Journal of Sports Medicine, and it's about the dangers of sugar.
Always follow what they say.
Well, first off, I'm on the premium membership at the British Journal of Sports Medicine so that I get it early.
True.
Because I want to make sure that I have the latest findings faster than everyone else.
Well, you need that for your sports medicine, British stuff.
It also helps me judge people. So it's always good to have around.
So are they saying something in conjunction with sports, or what is it?
I feel like they're not saying anything we haven't heard before, but they said that they were taking a look at responses in the brain to sugar. And what they found is, and I love this, they say sugar is more addictive than cocaine.
Oh, yeah, I heard that floating around.
It's more addictive than cocaine is. It's like, well,
I'd be too afraid to try out. Like, I don't want to know. Where's that study group?
Do people snort sugar? Like, do you find people killing each other for sugar? Is there a war? Like, no, there's no nothing. Like,
but they're saying that your brain fires as much. Like if
From
you're
cocaine.
if you're on cocaine, like it's sending stuff out your brain, your body, it's moving. That's why people like the stuff.
Well, here's
Same thing with sugar.
when I read this, my thought was, you guys I know what you're trying to say, but you're also saying something else. Like, well, you know what? I like sugar. Why don't you just pass me the cocaine then?
Is that going to work?
Like, I mean, I put sugar in everything else. Like, what's wrong with a little cocaine? What do you think?
You're saying it's not helping enough to end the war on drugs or sugar.
Like, you know what? Like, sugar's worse than cocaine. It's like, well, you know what? I'm going to quit sugar. I'm going to start cocaine. I'm giving up sugar, and you know what? Pass me a couple of lines there.
The problem is, and I think this ties into our movie and our TV shows because we're desensitized.
Okay, all right.
They were hoping that the word cocaine would be scary enough.
Oh, to get me to stop with the sugar.
With the sugar because you're like, it's too close. I had no idea.
Because to me, with them saying that, I'm just like, well, let's see. Sugar's really bad. I've been trying stevia, but apparently cocaine's okay now. So we'll try that and see if that helps me get off the sugar.
Will it help lose weight while having sugar?
Will it give me the energy I need to get through the day?
Don't ask that because I'm sure it checks all the boxes off.
Oh, my gosh.
No.
So what they say, and Nikki was trying to say, is like, hey, that sugar fires up the reward center in your brain big time, as if it were a drug. And they're saying, hey, you should lay off the sugar because we're eating so much sugar. And they were looking at even further the withdrawal symptoms of sugar.
Are similar.
Oh, yeah.
So, if you've ever met someone who's trying to get off drugs and it's like very difficult and there's rehab and stuff.
Yes.
If someone's trying to get off sugar, it's not too different. It is difficult.
That's what they say.
So maybe cut yourself some slack if you're trying to get off of it. You
experience withdrawal, headaches, depression is a big one, and there's plenty of other stuff on the list, but they say that that's a thing. And so they say we should start small, but start trying to eliminate sugar in our diet because, hey guys, it's really not good for you. So that's what they were trying to say. I just want to communicate that.
You did a great job doing that.
How does Nikki put up with Obadiah day after day? It's easy. We pay her. Radio U.
Hey, Nikki, check something out right here.
What do you got? Did you get a new bag? You got a new bag?
I did it.
I like it a lot.
I did it.
Oh, does it have orange around it?
It's
like a red?
It's red.
Aww.
It's mostly black with some red on it.
I love that bag.
I think I do too. Now
you could practically climb a mountain in that bag. It's got so many bag thingies.
The number of compartments is shocking, and I've still I still haven't decided on exactly if I want to keep it. Though I think I'm on board. I think I am. And then two, exactly how I want to arrange it. But here's what's nice. Everybody used to make fun of me, and probably still does behind my back, about all the stuff that I would keep in my TARDIS bag. But the thing is,
that's a Doctor Who bag that he had as a messenger bag.
Yeah, and I had it loaded with stuff like, hey, if I'm out for the Radio U DJ service, there are certain cables that it's like, no, you keep that cable in that bag. You never know if you're not going to need the cable. So there are cables that I would keep. I also have stuff like ibuprofen, Tums, different things where
Snacks.
It's
laptops.
Stuff where you literally are just look, you have to be maybe ready.
And if you don't know, we can't really, you have to believe us. This bag has a lot of zippers and compartments.
A lot of them. So apparently I did some digging. This company's called OGIO, yeah, and I did a little digging yesterday, and apparently they're very well known for their tech backpacks. So that's why there are so many nooks and crannies, so you can put all your tech crap in it. But I really, really think that I like it.
Looks very well made. It looks very nice. Yeah. Looks like it'll last you.
And last night, I ended up getting it at a Costco, and the one near us was sold out of it. And then there were two other Costcos around, so I drove down to this other one. They literally had a tiny box shoved back in a corner, and that's all they had left.
And you found it?
And I found them, and then I picked it up, and I was like, I don't need this. I don't need to spend this money. This is stupid.
That's what you did the first time, and then you missed out.
And I was like, you idiot. You're going to buy it. And if you don't like it, you can take it back.
But buy the bag.
Buy the bag. You Dummy.
Well, congratulations. This has been long coming.
The only thing that I think I don't like about it is I've had a messenger bag as like my work bag forever. Yeah. And I really genuinely like the way a messenger bag, you just kind of drape it around your back and then your arms are completely unencumbered. I don't like carrying a backpack where I put both my arms through the straps.
I think I like get used to it.
A one-arm strap, and so I got to get used to that again. But I think I like it. And I just wanted to show it to you, Nikki, because I did something, guys.
Proud of you. I thought you were going to miss out.
I talk a big talk, but sometimes I follow through.
And we started this talk about a month ago.
Yeah, that's right.
So we finally got completion on it.
It takes a little time to warm up to it, you know?
Well, no more Doctor Who TARDIS bag.
No, I don't think so. Like, we're going to give it, it's on a trial run.
Just commit. Just switch over.
Listen, we're dating, and I'm not ready to,
walk down the aisle with a bag.
Well, I'm certainly not ready to buy a ring. I just need a minute.
The worst of the riot has no expiration date. It's born spoiled. It's the riot on Radio U.
Another day, another few episodes down in the 1965, 66 Batman TV show.
Obi got all seasons or just one?
Just the first season.
How many are in a season of a show back then?
Like 36 episodes.
Of half-hour ones, or?
Yeah, I mean, they, minus commercials, I think they're 25, 20, something like whatever. But, Nikki, it's so good.
Is it? It seems campy and silly.
Okay, well, no, but, okay.
Because it's old Batman. It's like the one, all I remember is, you're right, it does like pow and zam and zap.
It's supposed to be. Like, it's not like the people making that show thought they were making a serious drama. It is a comedy. And as a Batman fan, of course, I'm supposed to think that Batman should be dark and brooding and angry and whatever. And instead, this is this bright, colorful, incredibly well-lit TV show. Like, I can't get over, and again, you got to remember, it's like 50 years old, but if you really look closely at the production value, which I feel like the high definition cleaned up transfers have enabled me to do, it is amazing how good it actually looks. I mean, and that's the transfer or whatever, but it's good. Like, you can see they put a ton of work into this show.
Does this mean we don't have enough current shows to be binge watching?
Okay, you know what? I am a sucker for, honestly, going back and watching old stuff. If anybody wants to come to my 10 Commandments party, I'm game for that. No one will ever watch it with me.
That. And I don't know if anybody's coming over to the old Batman TV show party, too.
Well, forget y'all!
Just excited.
I love watching some of that old stuff because, I mean, it's very different. It's very whatever. But some of it, again, it's very easy to dismiss because Batman runs, if you live in a major metro market, you've got your main networks like your ABC, CBS, whatever. But as long as you've got your digital whatever set up, they've got sub channels, and Batman runs and reruns on those sub channels. And I don't know. I think it's pretty good, Nikki.
It's fine if you're having a good time.
I have been enjoying it. It's not funny like ha-ha funny, but I appreciate that it's a comedy. And here's what I'm finding. More and more, I'm looking for things that don't take themselves seriously. I feel like everywhere I turn, everyone is deadly serious about everything. Even something that's supposed to be fun, they're like, bro, you don't like it. I don't like you. And so it's nice to find something that, one, no one's talking about. No one is talking about the Batman 60s TV show. No one is. So that means that I don't have anyone on the internet screaming at me about it. Nothing at all. There's no hype. There's no preview. There's no snapshot for the countdown for the preview of the trailer of the teaser of the trailer. It's just something that's
an old show.
It's just some old show. And when I put it down, there's no pretentiousness to it. It's just like, hey, this is kind of dumb. Just enjoy it.
Can I tell you what it sounds like to me?
Oh, don't tell me. No. I don't want to know because it's going to be bad.
It sounds like what we consider like a bathroom game where it's nothing too long, too in-depth. It's just enjoyable. You can play it during a couple of minutes that you have, 5 or 10 minutes. Not that you should be in the bathroom that long, but you know what I mean.
Well, if you're having a rough time.
Timer We're just trying to hide out for a few minutes.
Right.
It's like one of those games. And so this show, it's
my bathroom game.
It's something you can just watch an episode and it'd be fine.
I think you're right. Because, like, for example, last night I finished The Defenders. And I was just like, well, I don't know if I'm happy with where they're taking that character.
You had to think about it.
And, all that crap. And then I watched Batman and I was like, I'm going to bed.
See?
So it's like, there's just something nice about it.
Yeah.
So, all right. So you guys should find, it doesn't have to be Batman, but find something that you don't care about but can enjoy. I don't even know if we make those kinds of things.
I'm sure there's somewhere.
It's like I'm playing Uncharted. Well, how do you feel that Chloe as a woman was represented in the blah? And it's like, well, I don't know. I can't think about it. I'm going back to this Batman show.
The Riot is now accepting applications for a staff pastry chef. Please drop your resumes and an example of your work at the studio door, and we'll get back to you. Wink, wink. The Riot on Radio U.
Now, obviously, some of this data is suspect, but it's been compiled by Hater. Hater is a dating app that matches you up with people that hate the same things that you hate.
I was going to say someone you hate, but then you really like each other.
Well, no, see, but again, the idea here is...
No, if you hate the same things, maybe you get along.
Yeah, I mean, they say nothing unites people like a common foe. So if you're getting together and hating stuff, this is your opportunity. So let's take a look here. Nikki and I would fit in really well in Oklahoma because we both hate veggie burgers, right?
I like veggie burgers.
Oh, okay, then you're not going to fit in there. Let's see. Oh, which state is that? They hate gas. Well, it's in New England. I think that might be Maryland. They hate gas station wine. That is the most hated.
Oh, my gosh.
Like, what do you mean by gas station wine?
I think they mean like box wine or something.
Like any wine that you can buy at a gas station? You don't know. Maybe they're stocking like
a cheap one? I
don't know. I don't even know the names. I know that there's red and white. That's all I know. So maybe they're stocking a very good Chablis Charon.
Chardonnay.
Chardonnay. In New York, the most hated thing, New York State, ranch on pizza.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. New Hampshire, they hate spray cheese. Oh, that's wrong. I tell you what, a good canned cheese, like a cheddar.
With a gas station wine. Is that it? What are you doing?
On a club cracker?
No, club cracker. It's good. Oh, and Eric always likes it with like a summer sausage.
I'm telling you right now, easy cheese, baby. Like, that's where it's at.
That's your football party right there.
Man, you don't need to wait for football. You can have that party right
Anytime.
now. Stop at any gas station. You're good to go. Let's see. Massachusetts hates mayonnaise on fries.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, the gas station wine that looks like that's Delaware. Okay. Here's Maryland hates the corner piece of the brownies.
Excuse me?
I don't know. Like, this is now you're starting to realize this might be, Ohio hates pesto.
Pesto sauce?
Michigan hates cold pizza.
So on this whole list, I haven't really come up with something I hate that much.
Wisconsin hates Lunchables.
Lunchables?
Yeah, I like a Lunchable sometimes.
To them, it's probably offensive because they have like real lunch meat and real cheese.
Maybe they do. Let's see. Oregon hates fast food. Washington hates Keurig. California hates Chick-fil-A. Oh.
That's just mean.
I love Chick-fil-A, dude. I don't know what they're doing with that chicken.
Talk about spray cheese.
I
don't know. Like, they probably don't even have that.
No,
just works.
They had cheese dip.
They used to. Yeah, they had a really good queso for their waffle fries.
Mm-hmm. Come on.
I don't know where that went, though.
I'm getting hungry right now. And Montana hates pumpkin spice anything.
Sure.
They like anything. I don't like pumpkin spice stuff.
Do you get offended when you find out someone doesn't like something that it's not like you love it, but like...
I guess it just depends on what it is. But most of the time, no. I like to... If somebody really likes or dislikes something that I like, I really enjoy telling them how wrong they are. But
that's the good part.
But in the end, I just enjoy doing that. I don't really care that they don't like it.
You're hearing it for the first time, and it sounds terrible.
It's the worst of the Riot on Radio U.
So here's we should team them.
Really? Mm-hmm. Yes, that sounds good. Excellent idea. Love it. Truly love it.
Can we get back to this? Can I talk, please? Here's what we have. Scientists say that they have discovered the area of the brain that is responsible for determining sarcasm.
Uh-oh.
So
we might have a big area there.
Sarcasm is typically determined by the tone of voice that's used when it's delivered. And so they say that Claire Tang, she and her colleagues at the University of California say they have found the brain cells that are responsible for determining the tone of voice that gives you sarcasm. This sounds good, but my thing is I feel like real sarcasm, the best kind, is the kind that can't be determined by tone of voice but requires context.
You have to be like in front of the person, because Obi gets in trouble sometimes when he is so sarcastic but very good at it to where it just sounds like you're talking and saying something normal. They don't even know you're being sarcastic.
See, I practiced that because I got with somebody, I can't remember who this was, but I remembered being in awe of their ability to, most of the time when someone's joking, you would know it.
But what they
would do is they would deliver things straight, and I was just like, they're kidding.
But on the radio, sometimes you guys can't tell. It's so
it's
hard.
A problem.
We'll listen back to like our podcast or our Worst of Riot. And it's like, well, we obviously thought we were being sarcastic enough for someone to get.
You can't hear it.
But even when we hear it back, we're like, oh, no, that totally sounded true, didn't it? So the things you must think.
Frequently, I will say, I think that, man, people don't actually know who I am.
They get it all wrong.
They think that's serious, and it sounds serious, and it was a joke the whole time.
So if it's true sarcasm, like the really, really good kind, then it is not detectable by voice.
So they say that in some languages, tone completely changes the meaning of words. So one of their points is, and I don't speak it, but they say in Mandarin Chinese, the pitch in which a word is spoken can completely alter that word's meaning. But in English, we have a tendency to be much more denotative, meaning that words mean the same thing almost all the time, and we don't use tone as much
pitch
as other languages do.
That's fascinating.
Yes, pitch. I said tone, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I'm really good at using precise language, obviously.
Done really well today.
Whatever. Not sarcastic. Good job, everyone. Keep going.
Worst of the Riot, not enough? Not enough? Check the blog and all things Riot at riot.radiou.com.
If you guys would like to go ahead and compile a list of movies that I'm not going to be watching, you can go ahead and put Stephen King's It right there at the top.
Part of me feels like the trailer was so scary enough that I don't want to watch it. But then it's like when you don't want to, but you
feel compelled.
You feel compelled to. It's
like you have to know.
So I don't know. Maybe watching it on demand later when I can fast forward all the super scary parts. Or if someone goes and can maybe let me know the minute marker on like certain things so that I can just be prepared.
So what you're saying is like you're looking for It, the wimpy version?
Yes, that's what I would like. I don't mind being spoiled. Like, spoiler doesn't bother me either. Well, just I need to know when. So if I go see it, I'm prepared.
The book is like 400 years old. So you could just go read the wiki on it. I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, the wiki. I don't really read the book.
No, I don't think that's a good idea at all, actually.
I just kept reading stories of what's the doll movie that came out, the second one? Annabelle or whatever.
Annabelle the Creation.
Yes, and people were writing articles of like people weeping as they walk out of the theaters and like freaking out, and I don't want that.
See, there was a lady, we saw a video of this lady somewhere in South America, I think it was Brazil.
She lost it.
But, like, she walked out of the theater and began convulsing and screaming and all this kind of stuff, and I was just like, that's an expressive culture, one, and two, I don't ever want to see a movie like that.
Agree.
I just don't.
And I don't have a fear of clowns, but it's just creepy enough, and those trailers, again, are just scary enough.
Well, how about this?
Maybe not.
The Alamo Drafthouse, really, they started in Texas, but like they're a chain of theaters. They're in a couple different places.
It's like an art movie theater, art house.
Yeah, but I really want to go there because they always do cool stuff. Like they had a women-only showing of Wonder Woman. I wasn't allowed in for that one. And then now they're saying, hey, in the spirit of our Wonder Woman showing, we're going to be doing a clown-only showing for It.
So you can dress up like a clown if you are one?
Only people dressed up as clowns will be permitted into this showing.
Again, you're the showing right after that, and you're ready. You're geared up. You're going to go see It, and then the showing starts pouring out from the one before, and it's all these clowns.
You're like, I'm leaving.
Like, I cannot. What happened to in the movie. It turned everybody into clowns.
Look what happened to all those people.
It's like you wouldn't realize they went in that way.
Yeah, or like you're the one person that ends up getting in there, and then you're like, it's the worst. No, I'm out.
Or could it be like, remember when Chipotle a long time ago used to have like wrap yourself in foil like a burrito day, but all you had to really do is
put like a little foil on your arm?
Yeah, like here, if you just put some little rosy cheeks and some makeup, is that enough to call yourself a clown?
Probably. I mean, I don't imagine there's going to be a really intense screening process. But
like, what size are your shoes and what car did you come in?
I'm sorry, those shoes are way too small. You're not a clown. Get out.
When does it come out?
I don't know. Is it September 8th? Yeah, it's September 8th. This screening is September 9th. It's a Saturday night, but it comes out on Friday, September 8th.
And which draft house is it?
The one in Texas.
All right, clowns.
I believe it's the one that's in Houston, Texas. Nope, Austin. Sorry. Yep. So, and it looks like the director and the star will be there as well.
The star clown?
Yeah. And so, again, if you're looking for places I won't be there for that because I don't want to do that to myself.
Starting your day with the worst of the riot is a great idea because it's guaranteed to get better from here. It's The Riot on Radio U.
So, Nikki, here's what I want to know. We were talking earlier about this large list that had been put together that, I mean, its origins are dubious.
But the list is still there.
Of the most hated foods in each state.
Yeah.
Now, aside from ingredients, because, like, I hate an onion. And you hate, what do you hate? Anything?
I hate mayonnaise.
Okay, all right. Like, those are ingredients that we hate.
Yeah.
What would you say is your most hated food?
Hated food?
And by the way, if you guys want on this, text or call 877-2-RADIO-U.
I feel
or you
like
can tweet at us.
I need to see a list or
like some examples?
Yeah, I need someone else, and then I'll go like, oh, wait, I hate that too.
Well, I'll tell you what I've discovered is something I hate is like sauteed yellow squash.
You don't like that?
Oh, gosh.
Okay, I thought of one. I don't like pork chops.
Oh, I hate pork chops too.
I don't like pork, but I really don't like chops.
I mean, I like bacon.
Bacon,
and,
yeah, but
sausage. But
that's an evil man if you don't like bacon.
Those are parts of pig,
Yeah.
so you figure pork chops would be good too. Now, I can remember my mom making pork chops as a kid, and so I have tried in the last little whatever. Like I have tried pork chops twice. I've tried grilling them and I've tried baking them, and I hate them.
I don't like milk.
Okay.
I don't like cottage cheese.
Yeah, I mean cottage cheese.
That
it
just
looks
weirds
like
me out.
Milk that you threw up.
I don't even know if I've ever tried it.
Oh, really?
I just don't think I can. I also don't like olives. But again, these are a lot of ingredients, not necessarily meals.
Like I'd never had cottage cheese, and I tried it. I don't know, a couple of months ago.
Looks like what I would think cellulite would be, and I just can't get over that.
It's one of those things that I don't think it tastes anywhere near as gross as it looks, but I mean, I didn't like it. But like, okay, for example, you would never get me to eat a hamburger from White Castle.
Because you don't like the onions.
Right. But
even if they don't have it on the griddle at that moment, it's the thought of it.
Yeah. Okay, here's somebody. They say coconut is the devil.
What's wrong with you? That is far from being from the devil.
I don't like coconut, but I have learned to
appreciate
maybe tolerate it, I guess. Like I made something with coconut flour not too long ago, and I was like, it's actually not that bad. So Anthony says Brussels sprouts.
Jolly Brussels sprouts, I like them.
But again, guys, like I feel like we're really we're on ingredients, because like their list was stuff like, hey, I hate squeezed cheese, and that's something I don't understand.
I'll stick then with pork chops, because Eric will like these pork medallions, and I'll make them for him, and I don't like them enough to where I don't eat them.
Oh, here you go, Nikki. Sushi.
I love sushi. Who said that?
I don't know.
What are you doing?
Their name's not on the text, but they hate sushi.
Watch what you're saying, and you need to come have some sushi and just try it and learn to like it.
I mean, I hate fish. Like, just in general.
Doesn't matter.
Like,
you need
fish.
to try. You can get other stuff in sushi. You can get beef in it.
All right, well, it'd have to be
Let's try
beef.
some fusion one.
Like, see, but that's not real sushi, though, right?
No, not really.
Like, once you start down that road, it's not really
now
like
you're leaving that family with it. Yeah. But no, I love sushi.
I have historically been a very picky eater, but I have been forcing myself over time to eat a lot of things that I normally... Oh, that's one. I hate that. I hate that right now. Potato salad.
Potato salad?
Anything in that...
I could eat the whole tub.
Anything in that family. Potato salad.
Now, macaroni salad.
Macaroni salad. Any of those things that you get at the deli and
In
the
the
little
giant
cold
tub?
thing. Oh, yeah, I'm out on all of that. All of it.
Potato salad, though, is good because it's potatoes, and that works.
Yeah, see, the same person says potato salad and macaroni salad.
That can be weird.
I'm out. Like, I'll take macaroni and cheese from the good people at Kraft, but I mean, potato salad, macaroni. No, I'm out on that, too.
This list, though, covers what different states don't like. Like, what's
coleslaw. I hate that.
Yes, okay, but again, these aren't meal type things.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess, you roll it into a meal and then you start to really hate it. JT says he hates sauerkraut. Yep, hate that too.
I like sauerkraut and a Reuben.
No.
You don't like a Reuben?
What are you dippity doing? I don't want no Reuben.
Reuben sandwich.
I know what you're talking about.
That with Thousand Island, just extra.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Yum, 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 yum.
That just sounds terrible. See, the funny thing about me is about anything I would tell you I like, you'd be like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it's great.
It turns out the list of things I hate is way longer. Way longer.
We can still be very picky.
Oh, here's an evil person. They don't like anything from Chipotle.
That seems like a dig, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I don't like the rats they have falling from the ceilings at Chipotle, but when they manage to get the food
doesn't
right.
have that?
Oh, Angela doesn't like mac and Cheetos.
So where you put Cheetos and mac and cheese?
Is that what that is?
Maybe.
I'd eat that. I think I would eat it.
Angela, I think you need to learn that there's way worse, okay, than mac and cheese.
You know what? In fairness, we did say whatever you didn't like, so...
True. We shouldn't critique people's suggestions with it.
Oh, she also doesn't like it's from Burger King.
Oh.
Nikki, you had Burger King yesterday.
For a moment, I was like, how did you know? And I was like, yeah, I did.
We worked together. You were eating it at your desk.
I know, but I was like, wait, were you with me?
Eric's office smelled like a Whopper.
The Riot believes in truth, justice, the American way, and high-speed internet. No, faster. Radio U.
At the end of the day, we have all learned that violence is the answer. Like, that's how you fix things.
Is it?
Well, I mean, if I'm learning all of my life lessons from sports.
From baseball, that's what it tells us. I haven't seen a video, like a clip of it yet, but I should.
Okay, well, it goes like this. Yesterday, the Yankees and the Tigers were playing, and the pitcher was intentionally hitting the batters. Now, you say...
More than one, or...?
Yeah. And I'll admit, okay. You're in a situation where you're already charged. You've got a large object that you're swinging, and you want to swing it at a small object, and then this guy keeps hitting you with it. So your blood is up, and then somebody hits you with something going 90 miles an hour.
And that's an insult, like when it comes to baseball and stuff.
Absolutely.
Like, that's usually not always accidental.
So, yeah.
Man, these guys are running. Everyone is running to join this fight.
Haven't you ever seen the dugout empty like that before?
I've seen that, but it looks like they're coming from the outfield, like out of the stadium. Like they're running in from there.
I've never played baseball, so I don't completely understand it. Because, I mean, like I don't know. Like, you know what, Nikki, if we were out somewhere and somebody punched you, I'd probably come running.
You'd come run. I appreciate that.
You know what I mean? And even if they punched, like, Michael, who, I mean... I'd still come running. Yeah. Like, he's the boss, and it might be like he deserves it, but I'll still come and help.
Is it the dugout?
Really
like, those aren't emptying out so fast, but people would come and help.
Okay, to be clear, I'm not running over. I'm walking over.
Run anyways.
Because that's like a lot of work.
So didn't they get in more than one fight?
Yeah, it happened 3 times.
3 times.
Mm-hmm. So at least I think it happened 3 times.
No, it looks like everybody was pretty mad.
At what point do you say, like, okay, you know what? We've had 3 fights. If a 4th one breaks out, we're stopping.
I love this quote. It's just I don't even know where it comes in the line of things, but it was talking about in the 8th, Tigers Wilson hit Todd Frazier near his left hip, and then someone goes, that last one was uncalled for. Frazier said it being hit by a pitch in the 8th. Like, the other ones were okay, but it's like, you know what? That last one out of all those, that was uncalled for.
That's the one.
That's it.
That's the one where it was a little too much.
Yelling at each other. It looks like that was crazy.
Ended up ejecting 6 players, including, I think there was 1 or 2 team managers.
I know we're not supposed to fight, but man, to watch that, to be there, like, that's an exciting game. It's not always exciting.
Well, you know what, though? Okay, is it? Because there's this element of, like, when that keeps happening, part of you is like,
the game will never end because they never get it back together again?
I think my concern becomes, like, okay, if the players are fighting, what about us here in the stands?
Oh, no, I'd have fun. That's why I always like hockey, college hockey. They fight more.
Yeah, but see, in hockey, to me, hockey is like, of course they're fighting. That's
They've
the
got all
whole
the
reason
padding
that we're
on.
here.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's fine. But with baseball, we're there to eat hot dogs. Like, you know, I just feel uncomfortable with it. I just do. Like, there's something about it where I'm like, okay, by the second fight, I'm like, maybe it's time to go. Like, maybe we'll just pack it up. Because, like, I don't want this brawl to spread into the stands where I'm now, again, on my 6th or 7th dog.
All right, well, Tigers and Yankees. That was disappointing.
Yeah.
Just to see grown men being paid a lot of money.
It's fine. Like, if you're not role models, like, we don't look up to anybody, so it's no big deal. Don't worry about it.
He's not hurting us like that. Like, I'm not going to now fight every time I can't, take care of something in a mature way.
I'm not going to rush the office or
start
rush
yelling
the mic.
Obscenities.
The Riot.
They hate me. They hate you. They hate us.
Why else would they make us listen to the worst of the Riot? Radio U.
You know, Nikki, many times I have told you that I think you'd be great for YouTube. And yesterday we were talking about Nikki Snake Hunter, in which you would go into the Florida Everglades. I feel like a rifle, a shotgun, and 2 shot-loaded pistols.
And I would like a pet dog as well that follows me around everywhere without being on a leash.
What if the snakes try to eat the dog?
Nope, he's that good.
That's how good he is.
He's
okay.
like a sidekick.
All right. I like that.
Very well trained. But we were talking because they had in the Everglades, I think it was last weekend, one of their traditional snake hunts for the pythons, and they caught like 500 of them just during that one.
Now, Nikki seemed to be a little timid about the idea. He was backing down from it, but I have some really good ideas, or a really good idea for you. Mm-hmm. Before we start your YouTube channel, for you to overcome your fears, I want to send you...
Snakes?
No. Oh, that'll be a different one. So we got a couple classes we need to take. But right now I've got a YouTube Academy that has opened up in Japan where, now granted, it's typically for younger people. Mm-hmm. And by younger, I mean probably under the age of 10.
Oh, wow. That young? I feel weird.
Okay, well, you know what, Nikki? Maybe we'll get you a private class.
Okay.
Because we're investing, so we'll take some of that investment money.
Is it at YouTube Japan, like in YouTube Tokyo, or is it?
No, it's at a few other places.
An independent company?
It's independent. And so what they do is they teach you how to be a good YouTuber. And so they'll teach you how to make big reactions for the camera, how to introduce products, the importance of a good thumbnail.
Nice.
And then you can also learn how to do some video editing to get
fun.
You ready for YouTube.
It'd be totally actually just a great skill to have, even if you're not going to specific YouTube school, but just school in general. That and learning how to, keep your money on track. And you could make it.
Okay, now we're on this whole other thing. I'm talking about just sending
YouTube
you
only?
to YouTube school. So then you'll be ready, and then we'll send you to the, not be afraid of snakes class.
I think I am too shy for YouTube on my own, but maybe with my sidekick and the snake stuff, I would do it.
So what you're saying is you need a comfort dog.
I need someone to comfort me, yes, if I have to film things.
Okay.
You're my comfort right now.
Right now,
to do
okay.
things. So, I can't go and just do it on my own.
So one day we find out, Nikki, it's not a dog, it's a person in a dog suit, and it was me the whole time.
I just have to. I can't do it by myself.
Just some forced perspective to make me look smaller.
That's right. And you're always there. So.
Yep. Okay. Well, you know what? I feel like this discussion is an important step in the direction I'm trying to send you, which is for you to go off and make millions that you can then share with me.
Send back to you.
Mm-hmm. That's right. But
if I was in Japan, you'd always have a place there.
I would. And Nikki, I just want you to know, I'm willing to be the wind beneath your wings.
The worst of the Riot is over, but the fun can keep going.
Hey, I saw you checking out my goods.
Check the Riot blog or stalk us on social media.
You want to sample them? A little try before you buy, huh?
Through riot.radiou.com.
You know what? I'm going to quit sugar. I'm going to start cocaine.